I hope everybody is doing amazing. Listen, y'all, this year I'm looking for individuals who are ready to take my mic. And what I mean by that is I'm looking for, collaboration really is the word for 2023. I think that we as women, business owners, moms, single women, career women, I think that we're finally getting it. And the it that I mean is that we're more successful when we partner together. We can get more done, we can touch more people. And the truth about the matter is, as big as my audience is on social media, all of those people will never buy from me. Some of those people may buy from you, some of those people may buy from Stacy. But when we collaborate, we have more of an opportunity to touch more people, generate more revenue, and change more lives. And it's all equally important. So, with that being said, I want to introduce my PIC, my partner in crime, Miss Stacey Moore. And she's going to be working with me as we build one of the first of its kind African American Women Speakers Bureaus to give you the opportunity to get on stages, participate in virtual events, go on headline different tours, keynote different conferences. So if you're interested, make sure you go to bit.ly/ solid gold speakers. And I'm going to hand the mic to her so that she can talk more about this initiative. Go ahead, Stacey.
Yeah, I want to jump in and I want to say thank you so much for even opening up the doors because we know that as Black females, African American females, melanated, however they want to call them, brown, that a lot of times we don't collaborate. We're so worried about holding our own bag and they can't. If I let them in, then they gonna get mine. And so I just want to, give flowers to you and shout out for just allowing somebody else to come in and partner with you. Y'all that don't know me, I am Stacey Moore, known as the operator, connecting small business owners to the relationships and resources they need in order to propagate more revenue, which allows them to relax a little bit. And being a meetup maximizer, this became a perfect opportunity for me to jump in here. When Danielle told me about her events last year, I was like, Coach, I'm trying to get in because I know that that is the heart of what's going on right now for females with the pandemic that has happened and so many people staying inside. Being switched to the virtual, world was one thing. So we had to learn that and learn Zoom, learn StreamYard, learn to get on these other platforms that allowed your voice to be heard. But it's not the full picture. So Danielle said this year she wanted to come out and offer all of the opportunities from every stage, whether it was virtual, face to face, or hybrid, for women to have the opportunity to be able to speak, have their voices heard, expand their business, and also close in the wealth gap that we have going on right now. And I said, I absolutely want to be part of it. So when you're talking about, the things that you want to do for this year, or you've set up your strategies, you've done your vision boarding and all of that, did it include speaking? Did it include having workshops? Did it include doing lives? All of those things where we're going to offer you an opportunity to get trained. Danielle's been doing this for a long time. Coach has got this in the bag. So getting trained by the best, somebody that's done it all, been on all the stages, all the sizes. And so this is an opportunity for you to say yes to yourself for 2023. Over to
And
you.
one of the things I want you guys to realize is, a lot of speaker trainings are just going to sit you in a room and tell you what to say. I think that with speaking, there's so much more to it. And what I mean by that is you got to get the experience. We're not looking for experts, we're looking for people who have more will than they have skill. And because if you have the will, you can get the skill nailed down. So we're looking for individuals who um, We're looking for individuals who want to use speaking, who understand the value of offline networking. I think that social media has a lot of people confused. And if you're interested, definitely say me in the chat so I can reach out to you. We can have a conversation. We have an informational session coming up. If you go to bit.ly Solid Gold Speakers. You can register for free and make sure that you're on the list. But you know, we have this misconception about social media that if I just jump on social media, everything's gonna be okay. And the truth of the matter is that you have to build relationships well beyond social media. Social media is not the end all be all, and social media is not enough. So you have to say to yourself, what am I doing to get out in front of the public eye to build relationships? Also, speaking, even people who are at home, even people who are virtually, it levels up your brand, it increases your brand awareness, and it increases your brand credibility. When people see you on a stage, it's that star factor that makes people want to work with you more. So it's not even just being about uh, being a public professional speaker. This is about getting more clients for your business, being able to sell more of your products, being able to get your name out further than you can by yourself on social media. So we're super excited about this. We have more information for you. We have an informational session. We have a training coming up on how to keep your mic hot and stay booked in the new year. We have a membership coming up where you guys will have opportunities to practice and really develop your signature speech. This year is going to be a different type of year. It's going to be that year where if there's something you want to do, number one, you're going to have to commit to it, but also you're going to have to get the training. The Bible says study to show yourself approved. So you're going to have to get the training necessary to move the needle in your business.
Yeah, and I believe another great thing about doing this with a group of people. So this is not, just an individual training. Now, if you want to go that route, Coach has got, take it all the way to some one-on-one opportunities. But part of the collaboration component of it, or moving while other people are moving, is one that we know that rising tides raise all boats. So everybody's moving in the same direction and at the same time. The other thing about it is that you have other people to talk to, and then that also opens up doors for other stages to get on. While we'll offer you opportunity through the events that DPW International is offering in this upcoming year, there's the opportunity to talk to the other women that are part of this project to be able to support them. Because if you already have a skill set, if you've already been speaking on stages, but not to your niche, and you have your speaker sheet, and then somebody else is actually having an event and they're struggling to get speakers on, this is an opportunity for you to show up on their stage. And maybe their audience is an audience for you. There's also the opportunity to cross that and to be able to give back to them. So this is not just, when you think about typically, well, what things, because people are saying, what am I going to learn? Well, you'll need to know what things you need to have on the back end when it comes to the speaker kit, when it comes to media kits and having that B-roll, but behind the scenes, having some of those snapshots. And people many times say, well, I don't have anything that has me speaking at a stage. Even though I've spoken, I don't have any pictures because nobody's taken any, or I didn't hire anybody. This is the opportunity to get all your ducks lined up in a row so that you're prepared. I don't know how many times I had an opportunity to speak and I wasn't prepared. No speaker sheet. They're asking me for a topic or a title. They're asking me for a high resolution photo that I didn't have. And I just wasn't prepared, so I couldn't do it. And we don't want you in that position this year. Head over to bit.ly/solid gold speakers and get your information in there, because the sooner you get started, the sooner you can move on to the next level. Coach.
And this is for even individuals. You may be speaking right now, but not necessarily know how to turn your speaking engagement into revenue. I think that's going to be hugely important in this market too. Just because you're a great speaker doesn't mean you get paid for speaking. and that's something that I had to learn, that it's not your skill as a speaker that gets you paid.
Mm-hmm.
It's your
Mm-hmm.
skill as a negotiator. It's knowing your value. It's understanding the marketplace you're in. It's understanding whatever client that you're in front of. So I want you guys to understand that there is some work and education that is required in order to not only get you on stages, but get you paid to
Mm-hmm.
be on stages.
Absolutely. And I can say that, I started the middle of the year last year. I said, I'm going to set up to be real intentional about speaking, getting on podcasts, because that's something else. Again, being prepared for that. And how do you have the best opportunity to get chosen to be part of someone else's podcast? But I decided to get intentional. I started out with a coach. I ended up working with Coach Danielle, and it's just been great for me. So that the first day of the year, I came out the gate. I was a moderator at an event, and this is due to relationships, also being prepared. I was a moderator at an event. I spoke on 2 panels, and I had a keynote conversation. So this is the first day of the year. So how do you position yourself in 6 months' time to be able to speak and to be on panels? And if you choose to, in moderating, that also puts you in front of some people if you're able to ask good questions and have a good positive attitude and engagement with the audience.
Absolutely. So, guys, you can look for us on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I think around 11-ish.
Or
We
noonish on the East Coast. We hitting the East Coast now.
I had to gear up today because I had an event last night that wiped me out. So I had to ramp up today. But guys, we want to continue the conversation. We want you to tune in. We're gonna be getting some great information out there. Hey, Uncle Lucky. So whether you work with us or not, you're gonna be able to move the needle on your brand by getting on stages, our stages and other stages. So make sure you go to bit.ly/ Solid Gold Speakers for more information. And we look to see you with the mic in your hand in 2023. Love you guys.
Operator out.